Good morning. Hey, Titanium. Welcome. Are you familiar with Baba as you? Because if not, then this is going to be very confusing and strange to you, probably. But yeah, okay, yeah, because I'm in Bizarro land, so I was gonna say if you're hopping into does his taxes too. I was gonna say it's going to be very confusing if you're not familiar with it at the point I'm at. It's getting confusing for me. But yeah, the proving ground things. Have you heard of the Baba does this? No, I did not know that's an actual thing. I thought you were making fun of that weird visual novel thing. That's an actual thing. Oh no. That I don't know about that. I might have to look into that. Oh good lord. It probably has meta commentary in it. Oh. Let's see what the... What? Person or persons whom this form is addressed to, and whose mostly respondent will be the tax office part again. What in the world? Help Baba be a member of society. What in the world? It's an itchy. Is this like by the actual creators, or is this a fan thing? Because I know Itch.io sometimes some people, you know, kind of score the copyright a little bit. Like I've seen people have things that they don't really have the right to on Itch.io. Like I never seen somebody with some kind of Zelda thing on there before. Don't know how they don't get in trouble for that, but I'll have to look into that. That sounds kind of weird. But yeah, the whole proving ground thing. So like the kind of idea of it is that like I'm a lunatic with too many video games. The proving grounds is quote unquote my video game womb. So I am a madman in a womb full of super like too many fucking video games. Kind of inner joke. It's kind of also a reference to like some of the original videos I made on YouTube. But it's also part of the Forced Wizardry title. Ever heard of a convention called Too Many Games? That one doesn't ring a bell. I don't think I've heard of that one. So like I'm in the depths in this, if you're familiar with this, like you say. And I had to, the last time I was playing, so I'm at the point where this is getting really fucking hard for me. Haven't played very far. Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't go into where I am then, because I mean, yeah, like, I don't know how far, like, because I'm playing this blind. The last stream was a little bit hand-holding, because I'm using this website, because, like, I'm at the point, like, I needed some help. But I don't want to be, like, outright spoiled. Luckily, someone had a similar idea and made an entire website for giving you hints without outright telling you what to do. So, last stream I did, I used that some. So, for this one, it recommended going back to 2 stages in the forest area, which I didn't even solve, so I was like, okay, well that might explain why I can't figure out this particular instance. So I went back and did those and learned the trick. So now I have to try and apply the trick I learned in the forest into this. So the trick we learned basically is if we can get 2 objects to be shift, they cause like a collisional kind of thing where they both move and stuff. Like how when you got like the option which makes things move on their own, because like if Kiki wasn't me right now, Kiki would just be moving back and forth. because it does have Kiki as move. But yeah, if you can get shift on two different things, it also causes the move, because the two objects are shifting each other, causing them to move. So I need to somehow get something to move, and I think the idea is I needed to push against the skull, and then push weak up. And then I need to get... What I think I need to get is text. Level is text. To do what I need to do. So... I gotta try... but yeah, I never heard of too many games. I've always wanted to go to more of a game convention before. I've always went to like anime conventions. But yeah, if you're not too far in this, I am probably way ahead of where you are. So now the question is, what to do here? I've been to New York Comic-Con several times. I went to a Utah Comic-Con, and I went to a Florida one. Oh, what do you cosplay as? So, Sequid. I cosplayed twice. I cosplayed as the Hyde Knight from Dark Souls 2, and as a Black Mage from Final Fantasy. I guess technically you could say 3 times, because I also just dressed up as like some Super Nintendo nerd one time. I put on all the Nintendo crap I had, like a Nintendo shirt and that, and wore the Power Glove on my arm. That was a really weird time too, because I actually had someone... So this was like in the Stone Age of YouTube, so you know, you don't have like... You had like the Angry Video Game Nerd basically as one of the few big people. You didn't have so many content creators like you do now. Like, somebody actually stopped me and interviewed me, wanting to, like, they asked me about the Power Glove and that, because, like, they just seemed like someone who's like, oh my gosh, that's that thing the Angry Video Game Nerd has. Like, and, like, he was just asking how it functions and stuff, and, like, it was really odd to me, because... I am familiar how it works, but I've actually never used it. I think I know what video you're talking about. I've seen it in my feed before. I didn't watch it because I'm pretty much sure the people it was probably going to mention. Especially that one guy who left to Mexico. That dude was like considered like the biggest clone of them all. So the question is, with what I got text is, belt, shift, and push. Of course, you got the common one, which was the iWait video game node, which was also a common one. No, I've seen the womb. I actually have seen the womb. Let's see, William. Let's see, it was me, William. Was Caliban there? I'm trying to remember who was there. I think Hoover was there. I'm trying to remember who was there that one time. The womb of... Oh, Lord, that's terrible. The womb was horrible. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure who, like... Not sure who the hell that's a reference to. Maybe I should watch that video then. Because I know there's that one kid who, like, fled to Mexico because of something with his girlfriend. And then the iWait gamer. Those were the two common people called clones. See, I could... See, first thing, I'm pretty sure I need to, like, move... If I do this, I can push the bell. See, this is the part I'm not 100% sure. See, I'm really at the point I feel like I'm just gonna have to look up some of this shit after so much time. Because I've been spending so much time on these. What was the name of this person that's the womb of AVGN, out of curiosity, though? See, if I do this... You forgot? I could do that. Let's see. The question is, where do I want the belt? See, if I'm going to make... I only have use of one is. So if I... do... I'm wondering if I put... Because I do know from my last time that I can turn the belt into text. Because I was able to do that. So I'm wondering if I can... See if I do... Yeah, because I need to be shifting for it to be able to push it. So... How can I get belts and... I've spent so much time on this fucking puzzle, man. So where are you in Baba as you, out of curiosity, since you said you're not 4? I'd go back to the world map, but like I said, it'd probably, like, hugely spoil where the hell I am. Like, I don't want to spoil that, so... let's just say I'm somewhere far out of your reach. If you're really early in the game. You gotta figure out how to get here on your own. But, I do like how to get where I am, though. Like, it's very, very, like, odd. Give me a second to set this up. And let me, I've got the crystal thing. Ah, wrong one. Let's put a musketeer down. Not that he's gonna win, probably. There's no way I will remember the solution. I'm playing... Oh, you're playing Splatoon? It's not the fact that, like... I have my Switch on a tentacle arm clamp on my desk that shoved my... and shoved in my face. What? What? I might need to see a picture of this. But it's not the solution. It's I'll just say the game really goes beyond simply a puzzle to get to where I am. If I can figure this out, you'll get to even kind of see what I mean, but I kind of... See, if I get this in, I can do this, and now the belt is text. And yeah, see, that gives me another thing of belt. I think meta is the best way to explain it. Meta is the best way to explain it. So what if I... Excuse me. See, the question is, do I want it to be text or do I want it to be a belt? That's the only thing I'm not 100% sure about. I don't know if I need to keep it as a belt, but I need to somehow... I'm really just kind of way to... Because I'm sure you've noticed, Titanium, that like the normal rules that you're familiar with, like I can always go to the flag. You see, the point I'm at in the game is half the time that's not the point anymore. The flag is disregarded at this point in the game. Though if you want 100% the game, you probably have to still collect the flag in all of them too, but... Oh yeah, I don't even want to imagine what the programming language for this game is like. Like, there's so much always destructive meta shit in this game. I don't even want to imagine what the coding for it's like. See, the problem is, to get, well... See, I'll show you what my world map looks like right now. So, right now, I'm a skull. And now I'm on the skull. But yeah, my world map is a level. I have to solve the world map to progress. So, this is why the flag doesn't matter anymore, because beating the flag just gives me a flower petal, but it doesn't give me progression to number 4. So, what I have to do is I have to actually change the level into something and use that to progress. Which is why I think I need to change it into level is text. And then I'm not sure if it'll just be literal text or some just new word I can use. But either regards, it needs to change into something. Because, like, you see there's a key, but I can't get the key because if Skull is facing Baba, I am no longer the Skull. It is dead. So there's no way for me to get the key. Because, bam. So I have to do something with stage 3. But yeah, this shit gets pretty weird. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give up on this one. I've probably spent insane amount of time on 3 live streams trying to figure this one out. I think I've put in my time. So I'm gonna use my phone. This was called Crusher, right? Crushers. Like I've must at least spent easy like 5 hours trying to learn the whole thing to this, and I just honestly can't figure it out. Let's see. Crushers. So yeah, I need to do the weak text thing. So that's white. What level did he use the break? He used his. Okay. Because the problem on the normal world map that you're on, you can, you know, skip around levels a lot. But as far as I can tell at this point, like, if I can't solve a level, there's no way forward. Except for going back to the previous areas. So, do that. They pushed belt to shift. I hate doing this, but I mean, there's only so much one human being can do. I can be good at Souls games to a certain extent. I mean, I really do love the puzzles in this game, though. Like, some of this shit is mind-bending crap, man. So you put that down. So you put the bell on push. Now make sure, because the direction probably matters. So okay. So wait. I just want to make sure I don't mess this up. So pushed it down, yeah. Down, over, and pushed it over. Then yeah, moved weak there. Bought text. Push this. Bam. There it is. And then you can push. Oh, wait. No. Because. Oh, no. Wait. Well, no, if you do that. Skull is facing. I mean, that should still. No, that. Okay, so then you can just do that. Level is text. So it is level. So can I push that? Yes, I can. So walk is level. Oh no. Well, I guess let's see what that is. Well, actually, wait. How am I supposed to... How am I supposed to pick myself up? I wonder if the walk gets destroyed, will it be where the pool of water is when I turn it to level? No. So I need to pick myself up. Let's go in here and then with turn. You didn't see that, by the way. You saw nothing! You didn't see that at all. Okay, so let's see what walk does. Parade. Wall is stop. Kiki is move. Skull is swap. Bug is push. Kiki, me, and Skull. To me, so... So I could do this to turn the me's into Kiki. But that kills me. Bug is Kiki. Which will send the motion. What's skull is swap. Why would I want that? Belt is stop. The problem is, if that one thing wasn't in the middle though, there was some way to push all three of them. So how's Splatoon going? I take it you're playing like PvP, because if I remember correctly, you said the stories are kind of the same like length, I believe you said, when I was playing Splatoon 1. Why would I want the belts to be stopped? Ah. Yeah, because they swap out, like, the stuff in the stores and that, right? At least I think that's how it worked. I mean, it's been a long time since I played the online for them. I played a little bit, too, back when the Switch was still free. Why do I need the belts to be stopped? Oh no, they went Battle Pass too? No! Well, I mean, at least it's free, I guess. Exclusives. What am I supposed to do with the bug? I got swap. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to have it like there, and then like do that, and I'm supposed to like shift it before. The thing is, what's the point of that? But yeah, I mean, if it's free, I guess it's not horrible, at least. I hate, like, it's probably very obvious most of the time, but I'm not really a big fan of a lot of the monetization in a lot of the freemium games and mobile stuff. I guess Nintendo might... That's good. That's why I said it being free at least is good. But one could also view it as getting the kids ready for the big leagues. I still need to get Splatoon 3. Maybe I'll get lucky, there'll be a nice Black Friday deal on it. Nintendo's been pretty good Black Friday pickings the last, like, 2-3 years. That's probably the same thing I'm gonna do with Zelda, too. I'm not paying $70. I'll refuse $70 until it's completely unavoidable. It's not really marked as a battle pass, but it's the best. Oh, okay. I gotcha. You're saying it's comparable. Gotcha. Yeah, because I was going to be like, it seems kind of weird to me for Nintendo to call it a battle pass if that was the case, because as far as I know, Nintendo doesn't have any monetization games in that way. Why would I want the bug to move somewhere? I mean, obviously the point is to change something into something. I mean, in theory... Swap? Why would I want swapping? Kiki is Kiki ain't gonna do anything. Skull is Kiki ain't gonna do anything until there's a Kiki. Can't move bug out. Bug is me. I can't interact with me. I mean, it has to have something to do with the Cavale. And I can get on there myself. So why would I want... Because, I mean, that's just still going to have some results. So that makes it sound like I want to... The bug has push, so it is a physical object. But it wouldn't make them turn around, they would push it. If I was to get up the skull. So if I do that... So what does the skull do with them exactly? See, they'll swap. Can I get that to affect the wards, maybe? What is the point of having the skull do something? I wonder, can... I make me skulls. They all become swapping, but the problem there... Skull is Kiki. I can turn them back into Kikis in theory. Obviously, I have to turn the Miis into Kikis at some point. So I either need to somehow stop the left one, or buy more time or something. So what if I do that? See, the problem there is now when I become one and wait. Will it trigger victory even if no? I have to. Damn it, I tell you, these are getting fucking hard. It is an extra one, so I thought I'd give it a try, though. It's not one that's technically necessary as far as I'm aware of. Because I'm definitely likely not going for 100%. So, I need to get the keys, so I need to do something to Baba, so... Can I get that? Because I won't need a lock, so let's try this then. So now I can get key. Haha. So the lock is extra level 2 and the Babas are 3 and 4. Well, let's take a look at extra level 4. Now, how do I get myself back, though? I guess I needed to push the lock here, I guess. But then again, you get web push. So... oh no. Actually, what happens if you return the map from here? I guess you probably go to the other area. I don't know if the key stays unlocked. No. Okay, so it's not that simple. Oh, I know. I think. Wait. You start with it on me. Yeah. There's... no. Don't get off. Stay on. Stay on course. Hey, Dan. Okay, now we can see what this 4th level is. Collaborative effort. Oh. Interesting. That has a very windy... it kind of gives this whole cold, isolated vibe. So I am Baba. There's Kiki. Looks like we'll need... hence collaborating. So Skull's defeat. Skull is sink. If I can get that down. Tex is pull, so I can pull Tex. Lava's defeat. Got skull in here, but I can't remove it. Oh wait, but Texas pull though. So oh no. Oh. That's a bit of a problem. So I think if I'm getting the idea, maybe. Do that. Get you out of there. So now we got skull. So what do I do with it? Skull is pool? Guess I could do that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Can't do. Yeah, I noticed Titanium though. You seem to really like playing a lot of Splatoon. Is that actually accurate? Out of curiosity. If I can get. Expect that one to be a win now. Also, what are you up to today, Dan? Oh no, don't get me wrong. I'm no way saying it's a bad game or anything. I don't really get into a lot of shooter games myself. Though I do remember... See, I think I need more space. Oh, and you know, by the way, funnily enough, when you asked me about the servers for the original Splatoon, funnily enough, the servers are dead now. They actually died relatively around that time. Yeah, when I did my review, I was like, oh, they just basically shut it down just recently. Yeah, apparently that and Mario 8 got shut down supposedly because of some exploit. Not sure how accurate that is. Oh, oh, there. Ah, but if I do... Okay, so skull is sync. So if I do this, but then... Well, to be fair, a lot of people have been able to get a lot of servers back up for a lot of games. I mean, fuck, Resident Evil Outbreak and the original Monster Hunter servers were restored on PS2. Demon Souls servers on PS3. But I'm not sure how Nintendo's stuff is. Because usually what they have to do that stuff is they need data packets from how that works. Yeah, Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 on Wii U was shut down. See, that's why I find, like, the Switch is interesting because it kind of brought back lane play. So games that support local co-op or versus via, you know, the wirelessness. Because before that, that was basically on the DS and PSP. But, like, a console lane support hasn't really existed since, like, the PS2 and the original Xbox. And even then, there weren't a whole lot of games that used it. More ridiculously is how PC lane game, like, being able to hook up multiple computers is practically a dead thing. That used to be so common when I was in high school. Just hook up like 20 computers and play some kind of versus game or StarCraft or something. Now it's like non-existent. So weird with PC. So what am I... Kiki has to be the one to get on the flag, obviously. But what do I sync? Because there's nothing I can push into it. But yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons I don't like a lot of digital stuff too. Because at least with a physical product that has a single player, like with like Splatoon 1, that's still playable. But obviously, yeah, when you're talking about the online mechanics of a game, yeah. If it doesn't feature some kind of lane support, you gotta hope people can somehow figure out their own way to bring it back up. Which is what I thought was so neat with Demon Souls. Like, I didn't think that would have been possible on PS3. So people continue to amaze me in that kind of aspect of trying to preserve the online experience. But then you got stuff like, I'm sure you've heard about what Activision did recently, right? Oh yeah, and you know, that's something I obviously have a lot of passion about, because I'm big. Oh, well, they attacked a bunch of fan servers for older Call of Duty games. So, whipping peace on those. You see, and it continues to be this argument. Do we have the right to do that? Like, that continuously keeps coming up with certain games like this and MMOs that get shut down by the creators. It's one thing when, you know, the actual game is still alive. But when it's dead, you know, there's always been this argument, do they actually have the right? Because you paid for the product, and they stopped service for it. And that's always been, and there's been, for several years, this push to try and argue the right to do that when the game is dead and the developer isn't supporting it or making money off of it anymore. But they continue want to make the argument that, no, you don't have the right for it. The only justification I could see, if they're making a profit, and more so if they're doing it horribly, like, in other words, it's being, like, horribly done. But other than that, like, there's no justification to me when it's like, stuff like the Demon Souls, Resident Evil, Outbreak, and that. Those kind of things, they don't charge money for you to be able to play those online again. Like, I don't feel there was any reason they should care or do anything with those. Now, if it's like, say, like, I've heard of World of Warcraft servers that, like, have crazy microtransaction shit added to them. Like, that I could see being a bit concerned about, because one thing, they're profiting off your assets and everything. That's one argument. But the other one is, you could also argue, for stupid people, it could actually harm your brand some. But yeah, I mean, if it's free, like, I don't see why. But obviously, as we've seen, that's never stopped some of these companies from giving a shit to shut them down anyway. I'm just saying, as much as I don't get me wrong, I hate AAA studios. Like, FromSoft is basically the only company I have any faith in anymore. So don't get me wrong. I'm not necessarily trying to defend them, but I like try to be fair to a certain extent too. But yeah, I find fan servers do more good than bad. Because to be fair, the ones I have heard bad things about usually were World of Warcraft or MMO ones. Usually stuff for, like, you know, like a Call of Duty or something like that. I've never heard of them introducing microtransactions. It's usually always, like, MMO fan servers. That's usually the only time I ever hear that kind of stuff. But yeah, Activision's being a bad and shut down like 3 different fan servers, and several of the other ones are starting to chip away at their fingernails. And you know, I looked more in the... I know I shared it on your Twitch. I'm not sure what to do here at this point. Because I can't pull the skull. And I can't push the skull. So how in the world... Skull is sync. If I can push something into the skull, it'll destroy itself. But yeah, I looked more into that dolphin thing. Apparently, the reason Nintendo was able to take down the dolphin thing is apparently it has a these keys for the Wii, not the Wii U or anything, but for the Wii. There's these certain keys that are in it that have copyrightness on them. It's kind of like a BIOS kind of thing, so it's like whoop. Which I wasn't aware that Dolphin had in it. But that has brought up the argument on why hasn't Nintendo taken down Dolphin itself then for years. Which is something several people are kind of looking into. I mean, legit, like, when you're talking about in the fashion of permanently removing off there on it, yeah, it's too late. Like, Dolphin will never be permanently removed from the internet. But, like, taking down, like, they could... If the keys exist in the version that's on the website, people questioning why they haven't shut down their website for it. Honestly, you know, and that brings up a whole can of worms I've been thinking about doing a video on. Nintendo seems to always target really weird things. Like, you could go on Amazon right now and find a bazillion, like, fucking fake NESs and cartridges and shit that have, you know, 300 plus games, and like half of them are Nintendo games, and half of them are ROM hacks of Nintendo games, and like, they don't ever seem to do anything to those. I'm not sure what to do. Well, let's look at hints. I did say I was using a hint site, so... Let's see, it's going over the bonus one there, so I'm not going to mess with that. I may take a peek at those in a second. Collaborating effort. So, we got 2 hints available. Highlight force hint. What would be a useful rule using Skull? How can you get Skull somewhere more helpful than the room with Kiki? How could I get the Skull somewhere? Oh, okay. Well, it's talking about the Skull text, so yeah, I already did that, so we figured that out. Big nudge. Why do you think Kiki is and Baba is arranged the way it is? So some reason the way it's arranged is important. The Soldier Boy console? You mean for that Wapple? You know, you could even argue they do brand damage too, because I mean, like, I remember there was like a segment, like I think it was with Fox, where some lady bought one of those kind of clone things, and like it had a Jungle Book ROM hack where it had the humanoid killer just naked with genitals on him, and like they put that on the news, like that's something actually new. Yeah, like, some reason there was apparently a ROM hack of the Jungle Book, and for some reason it just had the male humanoid killer or whatever his name was. I forgot. It's been so long since I've seen the Jungle Book, but it was a ROM hack of him being naked. It was weird, but like... Now, obviously, you and me and anyone who has half a credibility in gaming knows that's a ROM hack, and that has no affiliation with Nintendo or Disney or anyone of that, because it's a ROM hack. But, you know, normies are obviously stupid. Like, I remember seeing segments of that, and it's just like, oh my goodness, these people are stupid. But you see, you could argue that did some brand damage, because people be like, oh no, Nintendo thing had naked Jungle Book on it. How did that happen? Never saw Nintendo do anything about it. Why is Kiki and Baba arranged the way it is? Why is it arranged the way it is? A lot of times it does feel like that. But it strikes me as weird as Nintendo doesn't target any of these clone consoles that have built-in games. Now, when I'm referring to in the subject, the built-in game ones, not the ones that run NES cartridges, because obviously that's a different thing, which they legally can't really do anything on that, because BIOS wasn't a thing though, and all that stuff is patents and shit, and all that stuff's dead. But I'm talking about the built-in console ones that, like, if you live in a city and you ever see those pop-up stands, like, you've surely seen, like, because I've seen them in New York malls before, where they'll just have, it's just, you know, a box thing. It looks something like something from Nintendo, and advertises, like, having 300 plus something crap on it. Like those, or the people who make fake cartridges. Because, I mean, I remember when Weepos were really big with people for, let's see, what was that, like, late PS2, early PS3 when Weepo started becoming really common. There was this one website, I'm surprised never had anything done to it, that was selling these big limited edition boxes for Final Fantasy games on the Nintendo platforms. Like, I don't get why nobody, like, they don't touch them. Like, for some reason, I always hear these stupid stories, Nintendo, like, tacking fan projects, but they never go after these companies that are fucking profiting off the ROMs and shit. It's so weird. Why is Kiki and Baba where they are? Why is that important? I can't pull the tech. I can't pull the skull. I can't push the skull. And there's not enough space in the torns to push anything into the skull. Why is it set up that way? Why is it set up that way? There's no way. So you can swap, maybe. But what? See, I can actually swap them that way. You're afraid that fan projects will receive. Well, I mean, that could be a little bit understandable, but still, like, I mean, honestly, anyone could do anything better than the latest Pokemon releases. Oh my gosh, they will freaking, they needed more time on those. Oculus is like the only one that seemed to be okay in the last two mainline entries. It's sad to me that a mainline entries came out in the condition they did. You would have thought after the Sword and Shield thing they would have improved the... Oh, I heard the games are actually pretty good, but the bugs and stuff in them are pretty bad. So, like, it's kind of a case of, it's a really good game that needed more time. Like, it's a mixed thing. Admittedly, I've heard a lot of people say good things about them, too. Don't get me wrong with Scarlet and Violet. But everyone also agrees there's a lot of really terrible and janky bugs in them, too. It's such a mixed thing. Like, I've actually heard people recommend them for people like me that say, like, they're so burnt out on Pokemon never really doing a whole lot different. They're like, oh, you should try them. They did a lot of nice ideas. How did you never play a Pokemon game? I'm not sure what the hell to do. I don't see any point being able to swap Kiki and Baba. But that's an interesting effect. You see, at that point... I don't see any point in being able to swap them. The thing is, I have 2 Babas. I never made any death thing with... The second Baba ended up on my first Baba. Why are there 2 Babas? I get why there's 2 Kikis, because I need one to die to push the text over. Well, technically you could argue that might not be necessary. Never interest you? Honestly, in my later years, I appreciate Digimon really trying out things more different. That's... See, Pokemon came out when I was in middle school. If I remember quickly, I think there was a 2-year gap from when Pokemon came out between America and Japan, I believe. If I remember correctly. See if what happens when Kiki? Yeah, Kiki just dies. Yeah. But yeah, for Kiki to get over there, they have to die. And you do that to break the wall, so you can get out. You make it the wall again. Out. Yep. The question is... See, I was a late 90s kid. I mean, I was born in 86, but I was a late, like, you know, like, my childhood, like, memorable, like, memory time period was, you know, in the 90s, though. So now they can't hold anyone. And then, and then I make it sink and push it towards the flag. It should die and Kiki can win. Ba boom, ba bing. Oh wait, I need Texas pool because now it's no longer a skull anymore. So I shouldn't need that anymore. Oh, not follow me. Yeah, do. Okay. So. You don't want it all the way up. Ah. I'm getting the solution. Oh, wait, though. Hmm. But it needs to be a physical skull. No. Is there a way I could turn it? See, if I change it back to... Like, it's gonna turn everything into a skull. But the text allows me to push it, but there's no way to turn it back into a skull. Because I need a physical skull for it to sync, not text. The bigger hint was why is Kiki is and Baba is positioned how they are. Why are they positioned how they are? There's no way to put text in here. Because you could get Kiki like over here to pull text from here over here. But there would be no way to get around this corner. So any of the text on this side can't be the answer in that regard. So why is Kiki and Baba a pawn in the way they're laid out? Why is that the bigger hint the website gives? Why? And I still don't know a reason for there being two Babas. Two Kikis is because one Kiki would die for Kiki to push you back to Baba. Wait. No, wait, no, wait. Oh, that wouldn't work still. Bringing Skull over to this side has to be part of the thing, because bringing it over there, bringing any of the text over there has no point. It's smaller space and everything. There's no point in bringing text is pull over where Skull is. Yeah, I forgot to set up the... Why is there two Babas? Why are there two Babas? The one thing I'm not sure of is why are there two Babas? Why do I need to have two? Because everything I've done so far with Baba, you can do with one. So why are there two? Why do I need a second Baba? 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 What if I did the transfer thing between Baba and Kiki. What if so now I have a Baba and a Kiki on, well, Baba's on both sides now. So I got rid of that. We figured it out. I needed the second Baba to kill the fucking skull. Hey! 5 unlocks without having to change the rules. Ugh. Clap. Thank you. I do love solving them by myself, but like I said, some of these are getting really fucking hard. But I do really, like, if you have started playing this Titanium, I really encourage you to play more of it. It gets really fucking weird. Like, once you, like, essentially you're gonna be breaking the game, basically. I'm sure at this point you get the idea that I'm screwing around with the game itself, basically, so it gets interesting. I don't know what's at the end of this, but it keeps getting, like, crazier and crazier. I'm gonna go take a quick bathroom break, though. We're, like, 19 minutes over an hour or so.